It is going to be Blitz joining us for the interview. We're going to bring him on in. Blitz, congratulations. You guys are looking absolutely unstoppable. I don't even know what to ask at this point because there is nothing for us to even pick apart on how well you guys are playing. But what do you kind of put down to the key success for this dominant performance?
I think my team is just really, really good right now. I feel like everybody is playing top tier Dota. I think our lanes are just going really well. Like I think I have the 5 best players in the world, so it's pretty straightforward.
So then, if you had to kick someone, who would it be and why would it be Insania?
Oh, that's a pretty good one. I would have said Aiden almost instantly. uh, no, I'd probably kick Zai just to solidify my power a bit more.
Power play?
It's
I
probably
like
the
He
one
needs
that I
to be
have
the.
to do.
All right, that's fair. I fully respect that.
Speaking of your power, what's your arm routine, man? What's happening here?
No, I don't do anything. But me and Nisha actually just like grinds the gym 24/7. Our friend Andrew's here too, so we'll go to the gym after this.
Okay.
Nisha's getting like way too strong. He's catching up a little bit too fast.
And how was it to like get Nisha into the team?
Oh, I mean, it was pretty easy. We just told him like our values and kind of what we wanted. I think it had less to do with secret and more just I think he wanted a little bit of change. I think we were just one of the few teams. I think we might have been the only team to approach him. So it was kind of, we were the only horse in the running, I guess. No pun intended.
You were the only ones who could defend yourselves against the machete, I suppose. So you had, that's good. It's dangerous. Poaching from Puppy is you gotta feel strong.
It's not the first time we've done it.
What's your inspiration behind your T-shirt? It says "I feel nothing." PB. Is that Primal Beast players? Is that how you think about them, or no?
So for TI and for this run, I've just been wearing Phoebe Bridgers merch, who's like my favorite artist. So I just wear her merch all the time, just for like luck, I guess. That's it. That's the initials.
So
PB.
this is like your inspirational shirt for your teammates before you go into matches. You're like, look at this. This is what I expect of you today. Or
yeah, I mean, Mickey told me before the match started, he was like, "Oh, you don't have the hoodie on." I was like, "Because the skeleton hoodie that I wear is her merch too." And I was like, "Don't worry, I've got the shirt." Because it's a little bit warm in here, so.
Okay, I have 2 questions for you. So first of all, you
Shoot.
obviously everyone knew that Matu was going to retire, right? So what's the biggest hole that he left behind, and who would you say stepped in the most in order to fill it? Because obviously you have, because you guys look like godly and insane.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Matu held us back. He was straight up trash. No, I would say that the biggest hole that he left is like being around Matu. You really get a sense of like you want to do it for this guy. I don't really like the rest of my teammates as much, but like Matu, I really like, and so yeah, that side of it is a little bit gone. So now I don't really care if we lose.
you feel nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, and then as far as who stepped up, I'd say everybody stepped up a ton. I mean, you see that Aiden, when he plays safe lane Rubik, I mean, he makes it look like the best hero in the world. I remember one day we had a discussion about heroes. He's like, "You can pick me anything," and I'm like, and so far it's been true. Like, imagine trying to ban us out at this point. It's not because we're picking broken heroes. Like, we're the ones setting the meta right now, and it's because guys like Aiden are just saying like, "Pick this hero. I don't care."
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna Rubik. We're gonna Tusk. You know what it's going to do, you know what's going to happen, and we're still just going to run you over because my players are like really on top of things. Like everybody plays so hard right now. I mean, Boxy plays every day until 6 a.m. Even though the fact that we're 10-0 in this league right now, like he's going to do it again tonight. He's going to play until 6 a.m. Nisha's going to be down here playing pubs until 5 a.m. Like when you have these kinds of players, like everybody stepped up so hard. It makes the transition really, really easy. And Matu's still there. Like I still text him. He gives me a lot of like notes on like what he thinks. He gets like 2 hours off every day from Army, and it's really adorable. He always uses it to watch our games. So we have to 2-0. Otherwise, he won't watch the third. He can't watch.
He can't watch
it.
it.
Then.
So you're still doing it for...
Do it for Matu, yeah.
The 2-0 for Matu.
Yeah, exactly.
The
2-0s are for Matu for sure.
Okay, I have one more question. If you can talk about it, the Magnus 15 just now in this game. Is there anything you can tell me as to why you prefer that hero over something else? Does it have to do with the Lina? Does it have to do with your own setup for later picks, or what is it?
I don't. So the nice thing about our setup right now is like what's coming in the first 2 picks, right? I'm sure at this point, if you look through our drafts, you can kind of guess like we'll pick one of 4 heroes depending on what people ban. And what that does really nicely for our team is that it leaves the middle and end bits completely open. And so like you pretty much have whatever you want. What did we first do? We first did Rubik Tusk again,
Yep.
and then we saw Lina, and then we just felt like we needed a bit more team fight. Zai thought it was a good hero. We knew that we were going to take TA on 18, pretty much no matter what, and so we just needed to take Zai's hero at that point to leave the Tusk open so that they weren't really sure, and then it kind of got them, I think, pretty nicely.
Yep, agreed. Thanks for the answer.
You guys gonna need
worries.
more? No? All right, I'll jump in. What does a week look like for you guys? Because you say, Boxy is there until 6 a.m. How often are you guys scrimming? What does that look like? What are you doing outside of Dota as well?
We went and saw Avatar the other day. As like
nice.
4 of us, me, Nisha, Chloe, Mickey, and Zai went to go see Avatar. Aside from that, me and Nisha go to the gym, and Zai goes to the gym pretty much every day. And then we scrim maybe 4 games a day. So like 2 best of 2s against usually like Shopify. We play Shopify a lot, and then some random team. And then from after like 9, we go to the gym, and then they just sit here and play pubs until like 7 a.m. And then my team wakes up at like 4 p.m. or something stupid. I think sometimes it's like, one time I called Nisha at like 3:30. I was like, "You're gonna eat lunch?" She's like, "Give me half an hour." I was like, "Bro, it's 3:30. Like we have a game in like 2 hours. You should probably wake up." So our sleep schedules aren't the best, but our schedule's pretty good. Like everyone's playing a lot of Dota.
I have one last question.
Of course you
Totally
do.
not being forced to ask this, but who is your least favorite Dota 2 talent?
My least favorite Dota 2 talent.
You could never guess who asked him to ask that either.
Don't ask, just say a name.
Okay, I think there's a pretty good. I feel like Sheep kind of sucks quite a bit. I feel like Sheep's pretty high in the rankings. Yeah, I really can't think. Like as soon as you said my least favorite, like all I could think was Sheep. So it's probably Sheep. My favorite. I mean, everybody on this panel's pretty nice. You're all jacked, hot dudes.
Hell yeah, I am.
Lizard, yeah.
It's going at.
Yeah, Lizard, Cinder, and Kazu, just all real handsome, chill dudes. So if Fog was up there, it'd be perfect.
Fogged, where are you? You want to come
company.
in?
Thank you,
Fogged
Blitz.
is there.
Thank
Love
you,
to see
Blitz.
it. The handsomeness meter would just continue to go up.
It's time for Blizzard to come off that.
Oof.
So what's so repulsive about Sheep? Can you go into detail a bit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's annoying.
I thought you'd never ask.
We've been waiting.
She's wrong all the time on everything. Not just Dota-related things, just everything. Just ignore her takes. Her Twitter's annoying. There's a mute coming up pretty soon. There's too many to list. There's not enough fingers on my hands to list the reasons.
She's coming.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I heard the
She's
door.
coming.
I heard the door slam shut.
I hate you too, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Okay, explain to me how these 3 have dress shirts on and you've got a random T-shirt on from some anime. Explain to me how that happens.
It's Dota Heroes. They told me I could wear street casual.
All right.
I see. Okay.
I have one last question, Blitz, before we go. But what has been the hardest team to prep for in your eyes?
I know people won't expect this, but I thought ITB was actually pretty annoying to draft against.
Yeah.
In the moment, it was really, I didn't like it. Like there was some part of our brain that we didn't like. We probably talked about that series the most actually after we played it because something went wrong in the draft and we weren't really sure where. We actually thought they caused us a lot of problems to like, in the moment, I should say. Our prep for every team has kind of just been, we'll do our thing. Like it's not like we adjust very much, as you can tell. Jabs creates some really nice documents for us that we get to review that makes things like super easy. We can just be like, oh yeah, this is what we should look out for. And then for the most part, it's just coming down to like making sure that we do our stuff pretty well.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, all questions done. Alex isn't going to get one at all, so we'll let you go, Blitz, and congratulations again on...
I'm coming for you, Quinn Callahan!
Holy heck! All right, bye, Blitz!
Lizard just took this opportunity to leave. I'm just here now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We just had him.
I would like nothing more than to plant myself in the sunshine next to a cool stream.